guys, just a quick one today. It's a bit sort of very messy. I think it's the end of the first half of the year, obviously, and in the financial quarter, a lot of sort of window dressing going on, creating quite a messy market. But we're certainly seeing energy markets coming off. Natural gas had a big move, and gasoline as well, but the energy sector certainly still coming off, and the copper price also coming off. So I would expect Aussie dollar to remain under pressure. We've got the RBA meeting next week, and there's talk of 50 basis move by the RBA on Tuesday, but I don't think that's any reason to buy the Aussie dollar. It will still be under pressure. And coming into the soft commodities, also still more negative. There's a few upticks you can see here, but also corn and wheat certainly still negative. And if we look at the Bloomberg index, these are all-time highs. This is off the Russian invasion into Ukraine, and Bloomberg index is now back under those levels, which is interesting to see. So I'd be surprised if the Aussie dollar got any sort of strength at all. Iron ore, one of our biggest exports, is way off, which is probably contributing to the global index figure. US bonds tanked a bit overnight. Bit of a dead cat bounce here. These are the yields, not the bond price. It's the actual yield on the bond. Dipped under 3% overnight and back up again. So this is clearly, we've got a downtrend happening here. Will it survive on the 50 or will it go underneath? The time will tell, but with the view that the Fed will raise rates again once more, you might get a run up on that. July 28th, I think, is the date of the next FOMC. You might see a run on the bonds into that, but everybody's clearly seeing beyond that, and that inflation is also starting to come off. Whilst you're not seeing it in the CPI figures at the moment, you're certainly starting to see it in the bond prices and global inflation expectations. So I wouldn't be surprised if bonds do continue to weaken as they look past the FOMC rate raise. And what that's doing to the currencies is a mixed bag. Yeah, it looks like we've got a support here for the Aussie, and that it might rally off this, and that could well be the case, but I'm certainly not a buyer of the Aussie and don't want to be long Aussie. I'm looking for an opportunity to short that market. We've got this sort of head and shoulder continuation pattern on the euro. I did short the euro, got out at break even overnight, but I don't see any reason why to be buying euro or buying pounds. Fundamentals are just not there for it. US dollar had a bearish day, but it's still a higher high and a higher low, so I wouldn't get too excited about trying to sell the US dollar. I don't think that's the play. I think look for this as an opportunity to maybe get a short position on the shorter time frame, or a long US dollar position on the shorter time frame. If you look at the dollar index itself, a nice cycle there. There might be an opportunity to get long on the hourly chart. Maybe look at the 4-hour as an opportunity as well. You could even go lower if that's your deal. Preferring to trade on the shorter time frames, scalping. But yeah, I don't think selling US dollar is the play just yet. I think selling these weaker currencies, Aussie, which is under pressure from the commodity markets, and the Europeans, which are under pressure from the pigs. That's the Mediterranean countries, and the pound as well. Just quickly look at stocks. It's certainly a weaker day. Rallied into the close with the options expiry, and the end of financial year window dressing, end of quarter window dressing, end of month window dressing. What I mean by window dressing is that people try and get rid of their bad positions and to make their portfolios look nice and strong for the reporting season or the end of month reports. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the day. I'd like to show you an opportunity, but it's so messy there, and being the end of the week, it's not something that I'd really sort of there's nothing really jumping out at me other than maybe an opportunity to get long the US dollar on the shorter time frames against something like the euro or the Aussie. So that's it, guys. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you Monday.